Hey y'all, it's me, Avonn.c, and welcome back to your favorite YouTube channel, and if it ain't, then it will be. It's been a little while since I picked y'all up, so I figured I would give y'all an update, let y'all know how things are going, where I'm at in my journey, shit like that, So far, I've posted my first 3 videos, and what I cannot lie about y'all is that it felt so great to let that out and to actually do that low-key. The lighting is kinda bad, and so I may run this egg. What's up, y'all? It's me, Avonn.c, and welcome back to your favorite YouTube channel. If it ain't, it will be. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie, I'm finally leaving class. We about to go on break. This was my last class before Thanksgiving break, thank the Jesus, because that class is low-key overstimulated the hell out of me. Mind you, so we're doing a project right now, and we have to design a space that is good for beverages and food services, anything related to the two. So for me, I designed a collaborative market that also incorporates a cafe, because I wanted to create this space that's meant to be as a third space for both the college kids in the area and the residents. We've redesigned something in York, PA, for context. So, we did our little presentation, our little 1-2 for the feedback. My shit looks good. And then my professor, she sees that it looks good, and because she has nothing, she can actually, I can't find the word, y'all. Look down on her, be like, oh, this is wrong. She gets to try to point out shit, just to regularly and randomly point out shit, and it ain't even making sense, because she was like, all right, well, can I get dimensions? Can I measure it? I measure it, give dimensions, and everything is the actual dimensions it needed to be. So it's like, okay, now what you want to say? So then she gets to just looking, well, zoom out again with the food. That's besides the case. I actually spoke with my professor, so this is not even to shade her. She's actually really cool, but it's like also they be stretching sometimes, because I'm a person where I know exactly how I work, why I work the way I work, and what conditions I need to do that in. And because of that, I'm somebody who knows how to go out on my own, get shit done without really requiring that feedback and bringing to them something that is an amazing final product. And granted, I won't act as if the entire semester, my attendance has been the best, and I do take full accountability. But also, I'm the type of person where if I know an environment is one either overstimulating me and or understimulating, I'm not going to force myself to feel as though I have to be here in order to do this, when I've shown time and time again that if I do give myself that grace to just, take a day off for class, or maybe even 2, when I come back, I'm going to have completely detailed, prepared, finished out work, because I'm the type of person where I cultivate the space for me to really lock in. And sometimes when you can feel the stress of other people around you, it makes it a lot harder. And I don't ever want anybody to feel as though I'm projecting what may probably come to me innately, or maybe even not, to be something that is now impacting them. And granted, I love my studio, I love my peers, but I also know that when I'm home in my dorm, that I'm gonna get that shit done, and I'm gonna do it with intention, the way I would do it the most authentically. But yeah, y'all, that was just a little side part. Honestly, I need to give y'all an update and just speak a little bit on what my creative journey been like. So, as you may know by now, because if you're watching this video, then you started watching other videos, I have about 3 videos up on my YouTube channel, which one I feel really good about. Even though none of them have any views, it's more so the simple fact that I felt so comfortable expressing myself. I shared it, I posted it, I did what little editing I wanted to do, because I don't want to do no heavy editing on my videos, like I said. So it's big for me that I really adapt to what my style would be and how I want to do that long term. So, feeling good about that. Also, these the self-growth journeys, child. So for me, it turns out, low-key, the idea of familial perception had too much weight on me subconsciously, and I never even fucking peeped this until this semester. And granted, the way it came to light was interesting, but nonetheless, I'm so glad that it was a lesson that I've learned and that I was able to open my eyes to, because killing that idea of me needing to be this version of me, or be seen as this way, or perceived this way, for the simple fact that, oh, my family needs to see me this way, and I'll feel alone as root to root. All of that went out the window, and comfortably so. Like, granted, I love my peoples, and who I'm talking to, they know who I'm talking to, and if it don't apply, then don't be Cinderella, cause you know I ain't talking also. But yeah, y'all, I know I'm rambling and shit, and I'm gonna post this just like this. It won't be no editing, because I'm always gonna give y'all the real, authentic, genuine, and raw version of me. But it wasn't given, and I wasn't even realizing how much weight that it was actually holding on me, because it's like, all right, I done healed from so much, I done worked towards so much, accomplished so much, and all of these things have been done through shadow work, through like holding yourself accountable, through just being the best version of yourself you can be. And because I understood that that's what I'm walking in, I'm not assuming that any other factor of me will be holding somebody's opinion or the perception they have of me to the value that I was, until I had to realize somebody trying to project on me. And they tried, but it wasn't able to work, because I do have that within myself. However, it kind of hurt me a little bit, because I never really expected it from that person, especially family wise. So, you know, it was a pill, but that pill was swallowed, honey. I'm actually terrified of pills, which is ironic. But yeah, I charged it to the game and I moved on. And it was that experience that taught me that I was thinking or giving too much value to somebody else's perception. And one big thing that I'm gonna always say, and that I live in, is that perception don't mean shit when you walking in your truth. And so taking that and removing that power from them, it did what it needed to do. And, you know, I'm forever grateful. Life's still life, and I know it's only going to go up from here and get better and better as I go. But, you know, the journey's still going. I'll tap back in. What's up, y'all? It's me, Avonn.c. I'm clocking back in. Low-key, I do gotta cut that part out. Y'all, it is now currently Wednesday. We are officially on Thanksgiving break. Like, last time I peeped in with y'all was on Monday. Tuesday was really not too much of nothing, for real. But when I told y'all that, like, so much of me had, like, evolved past familial perception, it's so much so that, like, I'm over here contemplating if I even want to go home for Thanksgiving. Like, and that's no shade, but it's more so the fact that I know exactly what it is that I'm not tolerating. I'm not going to pretend to tolerate it. I'm not going to pretend to make space for it, because I would never carry people the way they try to carry me, for real. So I'm not gonna rub elbows with you. I'm not gonna act like I want to be friends. We can't be cordial, actually. And that's fine. Because, you know, everybody's on their own journey. Everybody's on their own things. And I'm not no spiteful person. And just because I can pass a situation does not mean I'm obligated to give you that same version of me that I was before you showed me that you are not the person who is really willing to accept that and embrace that. And I'm also not pressed for validation. Nobody can tell me I can't be me, because I'm gonna be me to my full extent, because me at my fullest extent is a person who gives a fuck about people. And at my core, I'm very genuine. And granted, y'all never really see me gotta pop my shit. So this is a different perspective of me, but, like, I don't have a negative perspective or a negative outlook on anything. I just know what I'm willing to tolerate and what I'm not willing to tolerate. And The only thing that does is builds a foundation of who the fuck I'm finna allow to be in the same space as me. Like, I love my family, and who I mean family when I say family. Because yeah, trials and tribulations and all, goods and bads, but there's gonna always be a respect, a mutual respect with the folks who fit that criteria. And the very minute you show that you're gonna use a situation or instance that you know nothing about how it's affecting me, to now allow yourself to do further or go and be more fucking disrespectful because you think what you got going on outweighs everybody else's fucking life, is when you got me fucked up. And that is actually a behavior that I will never actually tolerate, because regardless of how good I am to you, regardless of how supportive I am to you, how selfless I am in a relation to you, as soon as some shit is not going your way, you're going to think that you can take that out on me. And because I am a considerate person, that's going to be okay. And it's not. It won't be, because I'm very understanding. But what I am not is a fucking mad. I'm not this person who tolerates any and everything simply because I know that there's a better version of you. I can understand that about you, yes, but if you are not showing that you're proactive and pursuing that version of yourself, then I'm not going to keep creating a space for you to be the same fucked up version that you already were when you hurt me, and that's perfectly fine. However, it's just like life really has shown me so much duality. Like, I've really been tapped in to the duality of everything, even in the idea of familial perception being like dead. And granted, it can come off like it's a negative thing, but in reality, what it is emphasizing or highlighting is that there's no fucking perception or no facet of perception that is going to ever make me question me. And that was something that I always had to get to. Like, I could love you, I could probably even fucking forgive you, but you'll never have that ability to think that your perception of me is the definition of me, or that you can even project that onto me and make me think that, because you may feel how you feel, yes, but I'm a very accountable person. So I know that just because that's the way you feel, based on my response to a moment, which is 10 times out of 10 gonna be a bad response, I don't have to own that. I don't have to allow that to be something that I tie to myself, because it's not me. It's how you perceive me. And I could be the best of the best version of me, and that still wouldn't matter, because your perception isn't really based on fact. It's based on what you're choosing to believe, on what you're seeing, what you're experiencing. And I don't have to prove shit to nobody. How you think of me is how you're going to think of me, because that is the way you perceive me. I'm not going to kiss your ass. I'm not going to make you think that, oh, it matters more, because it don't. And I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. I'm sorry that I'm not sorry, because I know that I deserve better. I do nothing but be my best self to people. I uplift everybody I'm in the room with. I uplift anybody who I interact with, anybody I do anything with. Anybody seems like they're struggling in my presence, and I'm gonna do what I can to uplift them. And that is always going to be me. To be a stranger. I've been this way for forever, so I never have to really take into account, oh, this was what I was. No. For one, my brain is going to be at its most perceptive, most aware when I'm at interactions, when I am interacting. So it's just, you can't tell me who the fuck I am. And I know I'm cussing this, so this one might get monetized. Hopefully not. I'm not even monetized, because like I told y'all, I don't have no subscribers yet. I don't got no views on my videos, but at the same time, I know for a fact that I'm walking in my passion. I'm doing exactly what I'm meant to be doing. I'm speaking to the people who need to hear me, and who want to hear me, and the people who align with me or relate. And that's why I know that where I'm going at is undeniable. It's inevitable. It's already here, for real. And y'all just gonna get to experience that. And I'm grateful for it, because, I done been through a lot. But everything that I've been through have opened or tuned my mind to a portion of myself that I wasn't informed enough or enlightened enough to have the words to describe. And because I've experienced what I've experienced in the duality of that, I have the words to encapsulate my fucking experience, because I've lived that experience. to have words to describe what I lived. Yeah, like, I could be rambling, I could be chatting, but yeah, y'all, Thanksgiving is tomorrow. But it's like, I don't even have no feelings for that. Like, granted, the climate, the social climate, the way the world is worlding right now, like, it makes sense. But even then, like, I'm a person who I know I live within the understanding of my reality. Like, granted, stuff is happening all around the world, but that does not mean that I'm doomed to not have a future or not have a prosperous future. Yeah, it's happening. That's only to enlighten us on what the fuck is going on. But we see now so that we can overcome it. That shit don't make me. So who's to say just because, it's a little... But, yeah, me and Thanksgiving, we just ain't... I'm girly. Like, I ain't even be thinking about the food. Like, I love me some fucking Thanksgiving food. I will cut up on Thanksgiving at least 3 plates. Normally, like, any other year, I would stop eating, like, today, so I could prepare for tomorrow. And here I am, questioning if I even want to go. Granted, I love my grandmother. I would love to see my cousins. But is that enough for me to think that, okay, because I'll see these people in this moment, then everything else that comes with it can be ignored. And granted, my energy is protected. I protect my energy. Nobody can disturb me or take away from me. But, like, you won't get to experience that light, because whether it is for you or not, me being in that space and me being me, my full self, is sharing that love and spreading that love. And I don't even want a person who has shown me that they could appreciate that and take that from me and then still try to give me their ass to kiss to think that they get to get the remnants of me existing in that space, because I deserve better and I won't accept anything else but that. I won't do the weird shit. Granted, yeah, I could come there and say hi to my grandmother. I have to say hi to my grandmother, two of my cousins, when they get there. I'll go when they go, but I'm leaving when they leave. Love my grandmother. Damn, we really rely on that too. I love both my grandmothers. But yeah, it's just like I'm not going out of my way to experience something or to envision something to go some way that it is automatically not going to go, simply because I'm not willing to be tolerant. And that's okay, because I was always tolerant. And that is a big reason of why the whole familial perception had on me was so strong, because I'm like, well, you're my relative, so I should be able to overlook this in some time. No, you are a person, regardless of how we're related, how we are involved in each other's lives. You are a person, so how you carry me as a person will always fucking matter. And I'm not ever willing to have somebody tell me that, oh, well, because this person is related to you, they should be able to treat you like shit, and then eventually you should be able to get over it. No, because if a stranger were to do it, they would be removed. If my friend were to do it, close or not, even the point that they are like my chosen family, which holds a lot of value, they would be removed. So you thinking that because we may have blood, that you get an exemption, or that you don't have to treat me like an actual human that you know me to be, then I'm not making space for you, and I'm not sorry. And I almost didn't post like me speaking my full authentic truth in the way that I'm expressing it now, because I'm not a confrontational person, unprovoked. However, it's like when confrontation is necessary, I'm going to stand up for myself, because I've lived a life where I've never did it, and I will never go back there. So me expressing me needs to be the full expression, the full. When I'm telling y'all I'm giving you raw, unfiltered, unedited, I need to hold myself accountable to do that. And I can't sugarcoat shit for somebody who will pour fucking sour hot piss on me. Babes, how you take it is how you take it, and that don't have nothing to do with me. If you can't take the fact that me expressing myself is simply me expressing myself, and that it does not have to be one derogatory or offensive to you, Oh wait, no. Backtrack that. And I'm not even gonna cut this. I'm not gonna edit this out because y'all hearing me. Y'all seeing me. I saw this thing that said just because love is unconditional does not mean that you have to take anything and everything from people. And it was like, you need to unlearn that. I do have unconditional love, but that does not mean that my tolerance or that I am willing to tolerate bullshit. I don't care who you are. So if you don't want me to have negative things to say about you, then don't put me in an experience that when I'm expressing myself makes you look like shit. That was what you did. That's not on me. I'm not talking shit about you. I'm not trying to put you down. I'm not trying to change anybody's perspective or narrative of you. I'm more so expressing what I experienced as a result of that interaction with you. And I have every right to say that. It don't matter who you are. I'm not being messy. I'm not alluding to anything. However, I'm saying everything that I need to say because I deserve the right to say it. I'm gonna post this just like this when it goes in there. Also, yo, I'm working on my first hour vlog. But just to touch more onto what I was saying, like me coming so far into me and moving in alignment has just been such this great experience that like, all in all, like, even when things had to be brought to my attention, maybe it wasn't the most convenient at that time, but like, it was damn sure convenient when I realized everything that I didn't just realize as a result of it. And had I not experienced it, I probably would have allowed myself the comfort of never having to get that discomforted to understand it in the first place. Hello. And so it's like, even though I'm out here, I'm pursuing, I'm feeling so achieved, like, yes, realistically, my videos, they don't got no views right now. I don't got no subscribers. But that's just because the actualization is an actualization. I already know that it's for me. So what's for me is going to be for me. And I already know that it's more genuine. It's more intentional. So it takes a little bit more time because when it's here, when it's there, it's not there for the moment. It's not there for a good time to leave out. No, it's here because this is something that is fixed. We locked in. We're solid. We're a fixed foundation. And so when I do have an actual supporter base and like a family, another chosen family, that is going to be an irremovable force. A force of people who fuck with me because me living authentically made them feel a lot more comfortable living authentically. And because I'm so unwilling to tolerate anything other than what I deserve, it has knocked down doors for them. It has shown them in their own lived experience that this has created an opportunity here and there. And I'm going to keep on going and I'm going to prosper. Y'all see this now? But watch the 360 flip. Watch it. And never once am I going to lose my humility to do this. This is where I'm at now. Wait, like maybe a week, maybe even a fucking month. And see how many of y'all already know me. See how many of y'all already, oh yeah, I watch Avonn videos. Yeah, I like Avonn.c. Like I bang with him. The alignment, oh yeah, he did this. I wanna get on this. I don't gatekeep. I don't make people feel like the only way I could be me is if they shine a little dimmer. No. That ain't who I am. I ain't never been him. And not a lot of people can say that about themselves, unfortunately. But I can. And that's why the support is going to be as genuine, permanent, authentic, and irremovable as it will be. Undeniably. And nobody can tell me nothing different because I'm moving in my purpose. I'm a chill ass nigga. Like, what can I say? Not to mention, it's just like my life has really been the idea or the concept of duality itself. Literally the entire time. Literally. Like, and it's gonna be so cute with like, cause we send us now, right? But like, when I'm licensed in the next year or two, and maybe had 2, y'all seeing that version of me, the version of me who was already actively pursuing my career. Like, granted, this is a part of my career as well, but like, y'all get to see the physical architecture, interior design, the real estate of it all. And that is going to be even so enlightening and just like a full circle moment, because it's like y'all saw me here when I was just starting out on YouTube when I was still in college. And y'all about to come along with me with this process. Y'all gonna, before I even graduate college, y'all gonna see me prosper in my content creation and social media career. And then y'all also get to see how I did not let that make me, and how I took that and utilized it correctly to now build a better foundation for me starting my own business and practice, where that is being broadcasted on an even grander scale. It's having physical impacts on folks' lives. Things that they can walk into, sit down in, and be like, I remember when Avonn was talking about doing this and with the whoop. Now it's done. Like, and the fact that y'all will know that, you know, I really do. I mean, he's really a cool person. Like, I remember when I saw him outside for a we sat down and had a conversation. Yeah, because I'm that type of nigga. I don't think I'm better than nobody. However, just because I don't think I'm better than nobody does not mean I don't understand my self-worth. I know I'm an amazing, unique, irreplaceable type of person. And there are other peoples who are in their own ways very unique, irreplaceable in that sense. So, like, I know that I don't take away from nobody, but at the same time, I know I'm the shit. I am that nigga. But that don't mean that because I know this about me, that everybody else is just fodder. It's not the case. Nobody can't try to spin that narrative to make it that case. Why? Because y'all got a couple of these videos to reference when I'm saying shit like this. And yes, I just felt good to talk to y'all. I wanted to talk to y'all because it's just like, I'm only becoming more and more me, more in alignment, and everything else in my life is starting to fix around that. But yeah, I ain't gonna talk your head off, y'all. I will clock back in. I don't know if I'm gonna get any footage tomorrow. Tomorrow is in fact Thanksgiving, but y'all just heard how I feel about that. Stranger Things also come out tonight. My brother was all like, "Oh yeah, Stranger Things on my iPad." What? I just called that nigga, and he ain't even answer out. You talk about, I'm gonna pick y'all up. Are you though? Are you really? Also, I'm about to see my friends tonight, probably. But this is the ramble part, and this is gonna be so cute in the context of the rest of the video, because I know I really come and spit my fucking shit out here on the river like but I'm a regular ass nigga. Like, I'm gonna give y'all some of my architecture, interior design work, my drawing, because I do draw, and I can sing, I can rap. Y'all gonna come in some of the boxes with me and my friends with their consent, of course. You know, and you know, I do those things like that. But my friends, they gonna make me draw because we already had these conversations. You know, y'all gonna see our boxes. Yep. Me and Kanye be siphon. Like when we have our box, like Stone Score, that's our folks. You know, my guys. We be in there freestyling. Y'all gonna see that. I don't know if I'm gonna do that like in live formats or just like posts, or maybe like both. I may do both, but it's probably not gonna be an all the time thing because I'm not a superficial nigga, and I'm also not a put a camera in your face type of nigga. But we also are gonna have like times where it's like, yeah, y'all, we wanna record this so we can post it, so we can show that about ourselves, because we are sociable people. We're not these antisocial, can't talk to us type of niggas. No, if y'all see us at a party, we're dancing. If y'all see us at a party, we're talking to everybody in the room who actually wants to socialize, for real, you know? We ain't never gonna bother nobody who's showing they don't want to be bothered, but we are sociable people. We come into spaces and we bring the light, because that's who we are as people.
That's why we so locked in, because we share that. And so, like, yeah, like I was saying, y'all gonna see us in our boxes occasionally. Like, y'all gonna see me drawing. I might even just come on in here. Y'all gonna definitely get some snips, like, when I'm really doing my vlogs, because, like I told y'all, I'm gonna be doing weekly, like, week vlogs. Like, my vlogs are gonna be week long, and I'm shooting for an hour. I'm just letting y'all know now. It'll be 30 minutes to an hour, because it's like, I'm the type of nigga I am, the type of content I'm giving y'all. Like, you really need that. No! Like, but yeah, I'm gonna tap back in, only because I don't want this little snippet to be too long. Not that I'm trying to shorten it either, but it's just like, I'm gonna be rambling because I said what I needed to say for earlier. So I will clock back in. I'll see y'all either tomorrow, maybe Friday. But, we gonna see that day pop up on that screen, so you feel it out. But, check it out.
What's up, y'all? It's me, Avonn.c, and welcome back to your favorite YouTube channel. If it ain't, then it's gonna be. Today is Monday. It's really like the last week of class, for real, because the other two classes, they're like regular little studios, and it's really no class on that Monday. But y'all, this is another check-in. Time has just been timing, and let me tell you something. Like, this weekend, this has really been such a eye-opener for me, because it's really been my staple to show that shit is really changing. Like, things are really actually changing for me. Not only are they changing, but they're permanently changing, and they changing for the better. Like, even though, like, right now I'm still experiencing exactly why I want to be at that point in life. Me knowing that is already coming. Wait, give me a second. Experiencing what, like, has been making me understand why I want things to be different and why they have to be different has only been just like that little solidifier to show that you're there. Like, it's here. It's no more waiting. It's no more hoping, manifesting, or dreaming it. It's about to be me living in it. Like, y'all see me walk in the class and stuff now, but trust, in my upcoming videos, maybe even in my next video, you're gonna see me in my car. You're gonna see through what my experiences are and what I'm sharing with y'all, how much things have changed from the first couple videos I put. And like I said, them videos still have no views right now. They don't. Nobody ain't seen them. My page, my channel, I don't have no subscribers, but that's just the now, because the intention behind it was to express myself regardless. It didn't matter if it was a guarantee or if it wasn't, but it was more so me giving myself the motivation to just go ahead and post it, drop it, and say, hey, now let the world be. It's enough. And that made me feel amazing. I still feel amazing, as y'all can see, because I'm still going strong, making videos. I'm about to be spicing my videos up, because like I told y'all, I'm about to be on break. And because I'm about to be on break, I'm about to be able to actually utilize a lot more of my time doing things outside of me going to my class or having to get work done. And it's just about to reflect on what I'm doing. I'll chat back in. I gotta cross this. What's up, y'all? It's me tapping back. And I just left class. This class was amazing. Like, my professor just basically said that everything I needed to do was done. The only thing I do have to do, and mind me for the vocabulary for real, but it's my sectionals. Then I also got to get like a couple rendered perspectives, and all of that is basically, if you were to look at a building, cut that building in half, like take off a wall. For example, the wall with the windows on it that you're looking at, if you were to remove that wall, how would it look like looking inside of that building? That's what a section is. And then a perspective is basically what you see when you walk into a room. From every angle that you're looking at, that is a different perspective of a building. So that's what they want us to do, render with some finishings, some furniture, you know. My biggest one. This is like work for me. You know, life, just like that. It's been quite life-ing, to be quite honest. And through the trials, trust, it has not been peaches and cream, but I knew it was in the oven though. Like, homegirl was making a cobbler. The universe was making a cobbler for me, you know. So that's why I ain't been seeing none of the peaches and the cream. But I can smell it cooking. I can smell it. That bell very ding. That bell is very ding when that oven is finished and that food is cooked, babes. Trust. It's no question. Right now, I guess I'm kind of just like running out of things to talk about on that monumental stuff, because there's just like so much nuance going on within me right now, happening like outside of where I can even put it into words. So I'm just extra hyped because these holidays really, like, if we're going to be honest, I really did enjoy actual Thanksgiving Day. Like, spending time with my cousins, spending time with my friends, all of that. Even the night before Thanksgiving, I spent with my friends. So that was a pretty good thing. Was time well spent. You know, we matched, did our big one. And I didn't get home like 4 a.m. Ended up spending some of Thanksgiving, if not most, with my homegirl because, you know, she was still around when I got up and everything. So that was cool. She got to spend time with me and my family, as she should. And I feel like she did appreciate it as well. But we ain't gonna talk too much on that because that's not my story. But directly after, stuff was just the universe was showing her ass a little bit. I'm just like, but not really. It just felt like the universe was trying to give me their ass to kiss. But I know that was never the case because we locked in. However, what they had to show me is that it's people out there that will take into consideration of how great of a person you are to them and still give you their ass to kiss, and then turn around to somebody who gives them their ass to kiss and then try to be that best version of themselves. And honestly, for me, that's what I've been experiencing a lot of recently. And that was my reality coming into, you know, Friday and stuff. Like, Friday, I'm not gonna lie, was a rough day because I just felt so unimportant, so uncared for, very disregarded, even though I know I'm locked in with me. But however, it's like, what Friday showed me is that, like, this is the last time I'm ever going to feel this way. This is the last time I'm going to ever put myself in a position to feel this way or to be received in a manner that would make me think like this, because I don't deserve that. I don't deserve to feel like nothing. I don't deserve for people to think they can treat me any kind of way because I'm a kind person to them and I'm a very genuine and compassionate person when it comes to them, and then they just expect that to remain even when they give you nothing but pain and more healing to do. And I'm not the type of person who's willing to subject myself to that from anybody. And each thing has fed into the next. Like, when I say my familial perception dying, and speaking about that just taps in more to how I was even able to process what I was processing on Friday and moving forward. Because, you know, sometimes you gotta realize when everything crumble a little bit so that you can tell just how much work it was you put in repatching that damn foundation. Not only repatching, but actually finally getting the method right, the strategy to build that perfect foundation that nobody can come over and break. Everything got to evolve. And this week I want to say even the past 2 weeks has just been that solidification of this done. We done learned, did the research, got all them strategies and techniques to build the most stable foundation, one that can't be broken, one that can't be faltered. And when it's done, because it's already here, for real, y'all about to see, but when it's done, when that's stamped, I ain't never gonna be back here again. So I had to really see everything that I'm walking away from in this past existence or this past life, for real. The me before I fully elevated everything permanently and not just for the time being. I had to see and give that one last final good riddance, and this time forever. That's why it felt so prolonged. That's why it felt so deep and intense, because this time it's not, oh, I'm here now and something could happen tomorrow and I'm gonna be back where I was when I was trying to get to where I'm at. No, we have completely outgrown each other. With love though, with compassion, because for me to even have gotten to that point took a lot of growth, and that is something that I always got to give myself grace for and respect and my roses, and so maybe that's really why it kind of hit the version who I am now, because it's like, damn, I thought that I had already put in all this work, overcame all of this, got this far, and here I am doing it all over again. I bought a brand new car on my own. No cosigner, no nothing, put my money down, was paying my stuff, doing good. Had a whole 6 payments under my belt on me. And it took one drunkard person, or I don't know what that woman was on, but homegirl, she gonna get what's coming to her. And that racist police officer who helped aid in that process, you know, it took one mess up like that to bring me back to this point. I told myself when I bought my brand new car, because I had bought a 2025 Honda Civic Sport. That was my baby. Void will be back on the scene, trust. But I told myself, you know, when I finally buy this car, when I do what I need to do, when I'm here, I'm never, ever gonna have to worry about my car being down, having car issues, nothing. And then somebody rear-ended me while I was in a traffic exit. A traffic packed exit on the highway. I am in the highway behind 20 cars in traffic trying to get to the exit, trying to get off the exit. And then this crazy white lady hits me. Hello? Then they act so distraught, like they don't know what's happening. All 3 lanes to the left were open. Not 1, not 2, but all 3. So much so that I was able to, once they hit my car and the brakes dislodged, I was able to drive from the exit that is on the far right, all the way to the shoulder on the far left. Which is the same thing they could have done to not hit my car. However, had they not hit my car, and had I not been forced to be on house arrest for real, I would have never actually came to the realization that till that moment, 2 years straight, I was overstimulated because of everything else I'm trying to do in life, everything I'm trying to get done, while simultaneously doing what I'm already doing and evolving and healing. It's like only so much you can put on one person, especially at 21. I did all of this 21 years old. I bought every car I've had 3 cars now, about to be 4. Each and every last one of my cars, I have paid for in full with my money and my money alone. Bought my car, did what I needed to do, had my car up and running. You know, my grandmother helped me with my tags on my first 2 cars because I bought my first car at 16. I bought my second car when I was 18. Was really in my bag. Still just building it now, y'all. And then I got Void, my first ever financed car, at 21. You know, was doing pretty good. Was ready to start working with Amazon delivery driving, making $25 an hour. And then my car got hit. Couldn't work for 2 months. Had to sit in the house. Insurance company dropped the case. Attorney eventually dropped the case. My attorney ended up dropping the case. So it was just like, there was so much lack that I had to pick myself back up from. And that was because it was so much that I was overlooking within myself. I had already accomplished pretty much the stuff I said I was going to accomplish at that point. Like, I wasn't never meant to take that and then question myself about if I could do it or how I would go about doing it. It was more so to open my eyes to, all right, you did what you said you wanted to do, what you said you needed to do. Now rest, now appreciate it. Not to say that I was just this person who, oh yeah, I did this, and it's like, no, I give myself my roses. But after I get them roses, I typically, like, before I had the thought to do better, just get up and start packing more stuff on. I'm like, okay, yeah. After I had sold my car, you know, I went through this unnecessary ass 2-month wait trying to get another car, and it's not unnecessary, so let me not even try to belittle myself, because, you know, that process had to teach me to lock in with understanding that, one, don't think small when it comes to what you think about. You can that ain't make no sense, and I'm not editing this out, so y'all gonna hear it just how I said it. But don't think too smallly about what you can do for yourself, or what you can even potentially do for yourself. Like, a dream is only a dream if you're not willing to still get it. Like, every dream you have, I don't care if you're flying, it is a reality that you have to choose to bring into your real life. That's all it is. That's literally all it is. It is a reality that you have to choose to materialize. And as soon as you decide that, you know what, that version of me who was booked up and doing this or giving back here or taking trips there, that's the me I am, then I promise you, without a doubt, you're going to start to see that in your present life. Because all our reality are the things we choose to believe we can do, or we believe other people to do. It's not a fixed understanding. It's not a fixed thing at all. It's more so what you're feeling at that point, which anything can contribute to. And now that I've actually gone through that process, and this also speaks to how positive of a person I am, because I never once beat myself down about any of that when my car went down, the way it went down, the way the people's insurance company went about it, even though one of the officers who were there said I clearly wasn't at fault. But it's like, all right, I know the universe got me. I know my ancestors got me, spirit guides, any positive force that's active in my life, whether it's behind the scenes or consciously. I know for a fact that, one, I'm not going to accept less for myself, and two, the world is not going to beat me down to thinking that less is the most I can get. So why should I take that inconvenient situation and then give it that much power over me, or even that much power over what I think is belonging to me or possible for me? it was an experience. And yes, it was unfortunate. It was inconvenient. It set me back a lot. But then that setback is what evolved me to be. I probably would have never given myself the time to fully lock in and evolve to the version of the person that I am right now had I not had my car hit. Because I'm so busy doing what I know I can do, making sure I'm doing what I know I'm needing to do, or what I feel like I need to be doing at this point in time because of Lord knows what. And I'm actually giving myself the time to sit with myself. Are you cool? Do you actually feel like these people are showing up to them now? Which I do, but it's like, it's deeper. Because even then, I was still under the subjection of what my familial perception would tell me to how this thing is, or how that is, or how this could turn out to be, because I'm putting way too much value into y'all thoughts and not even separating them at this point in my life to where it's relating to me for real. Like, I've already been this independent person. I'm very independent in thought and theory, philosophy, and everything was always him. But even that version of me is still, I'm valuing or paying too much attention to stuff that ain't meant to be paid attention to and ain't meant to have more value than it already had before you put more value into it. That's what I had to break. And that's because I was so overstimulated. But I didn't even give myself the chance to realize I was overstimulated. And so that's why it happened. Because Void, as he was, may have been down. But when I'm in this 2026 Honda Civic Sport Touring Hybrid, that's going to be like, oh yeah, you did do that. You made that happen too. And this time, the evolution I'm going through isn't that temporary or that small eye opener. It is the new and the fully established, fully built, engineered, researched platform that ain't never going down. It's the fixed, permanent one. This is that influx of the shit that is making me fully autonomous, fully independent for the rest of my life. Never once or never having to worry about ever needing to rely on anybody or anything to get what I need to get done, because I have created the environment that I'm already prospering in. I have the job, not even really job, because me expressing myself will be my job. That will be my only job. Even when it comes to my career, when I'm licensed, like, my expression and my creativity and the way that I express my creativity so uniquely is what's going to be fueling my income. It's what's going to be my income. I'm not going to have to worry about subjecting myself to an environment that I know I don't want to be in, because I need this to get by, or I need this so I don't go hungry, or little bullshit like that. So this period of regrowth was meant for me to be that way. Oh wait, because I know I'm more my serious spiritual-ish, but outfit real T, outfit T, love life T. Not gonna lie, I'm vibing. I ain't even put that in there. But life, in terms of all of the small parts, I've always acknowledged them and fueled into them. This is how I got to y'all. This is why I'm doing what I'm doing now, why I'm expressing to that amount, or to the extent that I'm expressing it, because I was in that regrowth area. Like, I had to sit the fuck down for a second and be like, okay, cool, because had they given me, I already got hired for the job, so I had the job. But I had that job, my money in, I probably would have just been comfortable, having people who I know shouldn't even be able to experience my space, be in my space, doing all of this because I done got so comforted in how much I'm doing with my car, what attention that's bringing me from my car, not in terms of attention that other people are bringing on to me, because I didn't even tell nobody when I bought my new car. Only told my closest friends, because those are going to be the people that's in my car. They was the people who was with me when I was trying to find my new car, for real. In that whole 2-month process when I was down, never giving up, because like them 2 months that I was looking for a car, like I knew for a fact that I could get this brand new vehicle. However, I was telling myself that, I wanted my little either 2016 to 2019 Acura TLX, all-wheel drive, really the advanced, but I wanted to do the little face conversion to the A-Spec. But I'm going to literally every dealership from local, big, the ones that actually repair people, because I don't have credit. So, I'm building this stuff up from the ground for real. But these are things that, in retrospect, I had to learn. But I'm getting all of these no's, them telling me it's not possible, or I need a co-signer but can't get a co-signer because, even the people who did want to help because of their own circumstances couldn't, and then the people who could help just didn't want to help because of what trauma built into them. Despite them already knowing that I'm not that person and that I am an actual trustworthy person, they had trauma from people who they thought were trustworthy in the past, messed it over. So it's like, I can't be mad at you because I'm not entitled to your help. It's appreciated. The most I could do is appreciate it and be grateful for it, but I'm not entitled to it. However, that's also more things to take into account. That besides the point. Yeah, so I'm just like doing all of this. The very day that I got that last number, I'm like, all right, you know what? Forget it. I'm just ready to get me a new car. Immediately got approved by myself and was in my dream car. One of them. That very next day was in my dream car. Literally. After waiting for 2 months of no's. And the very first day, I got a yes for the car that actually was for me. Because all of those other ones would have been used. They probably would have had a good amount of miles, but it's like it's a used car. And then that specific car, that generation, had like alleged potential issues that would arise from it. And the universe put me in a car that is guaranteed efficient. One of the cars that as soon as I saw the new generation come out, I said I love. And if I wasn't getting in that 2022 Accord, I was like, between the 2022 Honda Accord Touring and that 2022 Honda Civic Touring, either one of those would be perfect for me. Like I was saying the Accord because, I was in my full sedan truck era with the wood, and I'm still gonna get it. I'm still gonna buy it. But I wanted something that was gonna be aggressive, fast, but also efficient when it comes to gas, and then also will hold up good so that I could customize and modify it, do what I want to do to it, really personalizing my car. And in reality, all of those aspects were perfectly within the damn Civic. The car with 0 miles on it. The car that is off the back, and not even off the back, but reputably known to be very reliable. And I'm chasing down an unreliable car because of the look and the horsepower and the potential modifications I could do to it, when in reality, this car already either meeting or exceeding. Because I'm thinking too small. Because I'm thinking that there's no way y'all about to give me a good deal when I don't have credit and that much money to put down. When in reality, that was what made the situation as unique as it was. And so now I know that it was this area of regrowth, or this period of regrowth, was to show me that, nigga, from this point forward, you will be 10 toes down, knee deep in your purpose, and not experiencing nothing that will misalign that. I'm moving straight in alignment, and alignment is moving with me. Like, in every aspect of my life. And so, like even my semester, this semester was the very ever first semester where it was able to be this peaceful without me having to be 3 weeks ahead on my work. It just was not that much workload. My professors even gave us the entire homecoming week off. I've never gotten that. This is my 4th year in college.
4th year. That's the first time that's ever happened. And it's not because we're seniors, because none of the other people got that. It was my specific major. My specific cohort. Specifically. My specific cohort. We had that entire week off, which is just so happened to coincidentally be a week that I really needed to really fully get myself into the headspace to get this semester done efficiently and in a good way. You know? I know I just said efficiently and in a good way, but listen, dude, we ain't gotta be so like efficient. But yeah, like everything has been shown that it's happening for a reason. I already told myself that everything that I've experienced and that I'm going to experience in this time is going to be intentional for a very specific reason. And it was, because it was leading to this moment. I had to experience all of that lack and go through all of that emotional and mental turmoil so that I could get to this point where that foundation is unbreakable. It's unopposable. And it's permanent. It is no longer for the time. This time when I buy my car, God forbid, if somebody were to hit me, I'm going to actually have everything in place set. I'm already had the gap and stuff. I'm already have a good insurance company that's going to have me in a rental that same day and have my car fully fixed or buying me that exact same car. Without me having to take nothing out of my pocket. Because I know better. Because I've experienced the alternative so that I can make sure to never put myself in that place again. And what I needed to not fixate on is the fact that this happened right here and then this is the damned of me, the doomed of me. That was my very first time, which I was able to do on my own with no help. And that is a blessing. That is not to brag. I'm very humble about everything I have acquired in my life, everything I've done for myself and how far I've come. But that's not something that everybody get to say, especially in this time. So I had a lot of respect for me for doing that. And it's like, it was a blessing and blessings come. I move in miracles. Reality can't tell me shit, babes. Reality is what I make it, because how I see it is how it will affect me. Literally. But anyways, y'all know it's December 1st now. And now that, I feel the energy of things changing, because I've been a little recluse. I ain't gonna lie. But that's because, girl, I'm really trying to get things built up. Because next time I pop out, I'm popping out, and from that point on, I will be able to pop out whenever I need to pop out, whenever I want to pop out. It will never be on I don't got the money for this. I don't have the time for that. No, because work will be done. My time is going to be bust out in advance, because I know for a fact that I have free time. My income is my expression, my creative expression. So, in the community that I build of people who are like-minded, we got each other for real. So it's like, I actually do have the time to knock out 3 weeks worth of work, because I know that once those 3 weeks of work are out the way, the most I have to do is pop in and show my face to a class. What? Especially because next year's the last year. We don't have to be in class that much. They get mad time off. Babes. And the work is done, so I have no stress. I pop in. What's up? All right, bye, y'all. Go live my life. Go breathe. I can go volunteer, collab, do anything, because I have the time to do so. Because I'm in the space to do so. I have the materials and the resources. So it's like, I just knew that I had to realize that, the past me, they just wanted to hug for a little longer. They needed that last pat on the back, because they gone for sure now. And I am about to show that very that very philosophy that I move in miracles. Because it is from this moment that all of these abundant miracles just start to, they didn't already materialize in terms of thought. And now the physical aspect is
booming, and it's impermanent. This is the fully evolved, fully established, fully intact me, Avonn, aka Avonn.c. You know, the best. But we all bad, real. And I'm just grateful because I know it's from this very moment, from this very video, that this is when everything is about to really just show, like, boom, you did it, you made it. You cried the tears, you spent the time in brain loops, well, thought loops, thought cycles, either one. You put in the hard work, and now it's time for you to sit back and relax. From this point on, I will live a life of ease, peace, abundance, and genuine, unconditional compassion and love. And I'ma spread that with every step, every interaction. And y'all can quote me on that, because I promise you, had you seen this video, had I been pursuing it to get to people who may not have this as close in their environment or accessible, now that y'all do get this unconditional love and support and comfort and motivation, I'm knowing that this is really be the boom. Because, not me talking in circles. I was ready to say, because, like, had you met me in person and this is not what I've been doing, you would have got that anyway. I'm not gonna edit this. Y'all gonna see that whole little, look, it be ADHD, don't judge me. But, had I been doing social media or not doing social media, had you met me in person, you would get this very, very thing. I'm not trying to put on nothing that I'm not. I will never do that. Never collabing with nothing that I would not wear. Why would I tell people to go shop from something that I would not even bat my eye at? For some money? What? It's never that deep. Unless, you know, I'm not inconsiderate of people things, but, like, to me, it is never that deep for me to conflict my morals and mislead people just for a bag. That I can never sit well with. Like, I could get $1 million, but I got $1 million and I'm fighting demons that I created for going against my own morals for $1 million. Now I don't even get to experience and enjoy the $1 million because I'm so fucked up about what I had to do to get it. I would never put myself in that predicament. And I'd never be a person to lead people astray. Straight up. But, y'all, if you think I'm bad down, if you think I'm cool, chill, you think I seem a little interesting now, yo, I definitely think I just scratched my thumb. It's fucking cold. Like, my nose is a little watery and stuff, because, like, I think it's like 40 degrees outside. And I know I had to get a little serious, but like I told you, I'm nuanced. I'm very much so nuanced. I can be serious, I can be very bubbly, I can be very energetic. But I just had to, you know, put my serious shades on real quick. Tell y'all something, because that's real spill. That's real spill, and I'm telling y'all better never never shit on yourself. Never think that you're not in process to getting where you want to get at, because you are. And the very second you decide that you're not is when your reality will make sure that you see that. I'm telling you, y'all about to see me really prosper, step in, and then not only prosper and step in, but y'all gonna see it permanently. Like, foot rate be in there. Started today, will be very much so successfully doing this 10 years from now. And whatever you decide that you want to start doing today, you will very much so successfully be doing it 10 years from now. I promise you. As long as it's not unethical, you know. We don't stand with that. But yeah, y'all, life just been turning up. I can feel it. You know, I feel a lot better. I feel a lot more me for good this time, for real. Like I said, after I had to sit my ass down in that house after my car got hit, all of that healing and processing and evolving I did, I was like, oh yeah, I'm never letting this come out of me again. I will never let myself get overstimulated again, in the sense that I'm overstimulated from people and or failed friend groups or stuff like that, and then I'm just constantly going back out. No, I'm giving myself that time and solitude that I need to actually enjoy me and actually make sure that I'm me to my fullest extent. For real, you know, doing my biggest fun. And I did all that work. I locked in with that fully, really aligned myself. And now that I'm, you know, cause I am big 22, y'all. My birthday is September 12th. I am a big Virgo. Yes. As I should though, you know, y'all gonna love it here. I'm not lying. But, now that all of that is done, the full established, permanent, fixed, ever growing, ever loving, ever abundant version of me is here to stay. Thank you. Clock that. But y'all, my arm hurt, and like I said, it's cool, and I think I'm ready. So check it out. What's up, y'all? I'm clocking back in. It's Wednesday. I'm on my way to this damn studio. You know, nothing so crazy. I'm gonna probably tap back in at a different time, really sit down and lock in, because right now I'm just walking to class. You know, it's not even really like a class. I just needed a reason to get out of my dorm for the day. Look at these pants is kind of killing me though, because they keep falling. Like, I know my waist is snatched, and I wouldn't have it. Like, can we do our job, please? But I'm gonna lock in with y'all later. I ain't gonna lie, I'm definitely ready to roll up when I leave this class too. So, what's up, y'all? It's me, Avonn.c, and I'm clocking back in. So, guys, like, what I've come to realize about this video as like the week has come through is that, like, not only am I just talking about my experience with like the depth of my idea of familial perception or even tetherance, but like it was a little bit of ranting, but also me expressing how I've come to that those final moments with like a version of me that was genuinely just like dying for real. Like, I'm evolving as a person, and so when you evolve, you learn and you take into account what you've learned from your experiences, but then that past version of yourself is gone because you're no longer that person, and you have to give yourself the grace to be able to do that. And so that's what I was experiencing. It's like, even though in the time it was like very inconvenient, or not even very inconvenient, it was not a good feeling or had any good relations to what I was experiencing. But it's like, because of that experience, where I'm at now, like I'm so much further, I'm so much happier, and I'm so much more myself than I have been prior, because I had to do the hard thing of letting that energy go and fully choosing and standing and believing in myself. And I'm so proud and I'm so grateful to have reattained this and been able to establish this. And granted, even though I said reattain, like where I'm at now, I'm so much further than I've ever been in like any point in my life, for real. Mentally, spiritually, like emotionally. And granted, it's not, when I say spiritually, it's not even like I'm heavily actively practicing on that, but more so the acknowledgement and the understanding of how that is interworked into what we experience, for real. Regardless of how you perceive the world, everything has some sort or intertwined bit of spirituality into it. And as I've grown, as I've come to,
be who I am now, I've realized that and I've tapped in. So I'm very aware of when say my ancestors are at work and or getting signs that are like very intentional with confirmation and things like that. I heavily believe in that and I stand by it. But because of what I went through, I've come to this version of myself who was just so locked in, so in tune with my creativity and the way that I express myself and what my creativity and my expression does for other people by me very much so expressing it. Like, and it's brought me to be so grateful to be who I am, because I know regardless of what I went through, regardless of what I'm experiencing right now, everything is giving me confirmation that things are really about to change for me permanently and for good. And I'm claiming the energy and I'm owning it because I know it's for me, because I deserve it. I've never been a crab in a barrel type of nigga. I've never been a type of person who looks down on people or who preys on other people's downfall. I cheer for everybody and I clap for everybody, make sure they got their roses, fresh vase and everything. That's always been me and that's going to forever be me. And because that is genuinely who I am, I'm not putting on the front or trying to do this for a reason that is, I had a word in mind, but low-key, like, the word just didn't come mind. Like, to have any type of intention behind it other than to just show somebody that you have support. Like, regardless of what you've been through, maybe what your experience is like with the people in your life, there's somebody out there in this world that believes in you, and that's me. And I believe you can do anything you set your mind to, as long as you understand that you can do it and that there are no boundaries. The sky's not the limit. The limits are what you make them. Regardless, it don't matter what you go through, what you've experienced. Use that to understand yourself more and prevent repeating it, you know? So it's just like, and trust me, I've been through a lot in life. I've been through a lot. And a lot of people would never know it because of how much positivity and optimism I emit just naturally. I'm a person who, regardless of what I go through, I won't let myself get beaten down, because I know for a fact that what's for me is going to be for me, and can't nothing stop that. I am unstoppable, and so are you. And it's just like, you really gotta own it and give yourself the space to know that you have the right to own that. You're not wrong for wanting more out of life and wanting more from what you're experiencing or asking for that from the universe. You're not wrong, because you deserve it. You've been through what you've been through, you experienced what you've experienced, and you got through that. You put in the hard work, you put in the effort, you made sure to stay in tune, stay aligned with yourself, with what your dreams, goals, aspirations are, how you want to move, the type of spaces you want to be in, how you want to be received from the people you're interacting with, and that deserves a space. Like, it deserves to be understood as relevant, because it is relevant, and can't nobody ever tell you that it's not. I believe in that, I stand in that, and I move in that, for real. Nobody can't take from me what's for me, because it's for me. You may have your own feelings about how it is for me, but it's like, ultimately, those are your feelings. It's not my job to dilute myself so that it is palatable for you. And I'm not going to, because if you can't understand that maybe your palette is lacking a few colors, and maybe you should try actually understanding those colors, then that's on you. Because I do. I make sure I understand people. I make sure I give people the space to speak and feel received and express who they are. Because if I don't understand you, I'm going to have the space to learn you, understand you by nature of just interacting. That's who I am, for real. And life is about to reflect it. And everything has been giving me that confirmation. So it's just like, y'all, tell you, it has been a year. This year has really shown nuance and duality. Damn. And high key, I feel like I'm really like the living embodiment of nuance, duality, creativity, genuine love, and nurturing. Like, I'm a very positive, and positivity, definitely the living embodiment of positivity and optimism. Like, I be feeling like I'm an entity sometimes. I don't know, like, taboo stuff, but it's just like, I've come to own and understand how unique of a person I am and what that means, you know? So yeah, it's been life. And then, like, if anything, take into consideration, I'm feeling so comfortable and so elated to come and make YouTube videos when I've already made 3-4 videos on my YouTube channel to this very day that have 0 views. And it's because I know that because I'm moving in intention and I have genuine intentions and I know what's for me, and I'm not willing to put myself in anything that is not for me, and I'm being my true and authentic self. I already know that the support and the community that I'm actually speaking to is about to fall in line. Like, y'all, I've been prospering. I've been prospering through all of these tribulations. I'm not gonna lie. Through all of these downfalls, I have been prospering, and each one has brought me closer to who I am genuinely, and owning that and standing in it. And standing in how unique it is and how different it may be from what is in the world presently, you know? So yeah, some goofy stuff might happen. Yo, I think I do low-key gotta stop cussing now, because when we do have like a community and stuff, I don't want them to be like demonetizing or not showing the videos for real because I be cursing. But if I don't gotta stop cussing, then just know I'm be cussing, because like, yo, I'm very intellectual, yes, but it's just like cussing just add that extra twang. And one thing about me, I'm a very professional person when I need to be professional, but at the end of the day, I'm going to always show up as me. I'm never going to not be my authentic self when I'm stepping into space, whether it is professional, casual, or elsewhere. Because at the end of the day, me coming to the point that I am, or climbing to the ranks that I climb to, and or being in the space that I deserve to be in, is very much so just as important as me being my full self, because I'm not willing to step into no room that would not receive me as me. And if y'all can't receive me as me, it's because I don't need to be here. And one thing about it, the space that actually is for me is going to come, and 10 times out of 10, it is going to be way better. It's going to come with way more benefits and way more alignment. I know I keep saying alignment, but you know, that's really what it is. The alignment of showing you that, like, yeah, because what's for you, it's for you. You're going to thrive in it. It don't matter how big or how glamorous something sounds. If it's not for you, regardless of if you attain it or not, it's not going to be for you. You can attain everything you want in something that's not for you, and you're not going to feel like you did anything, because at the end of the day, you don't see yourself in that. But if you see yourself in something, you're going to naturally put in the time, and you're going to enjoy the time that you're putting in. So your work is going to reflect on that, and you're going to go far beyond what you was even going to go in something you really didn't care about. So watch, like, I know we talking about this now, like how, yeah, my videos don't got no views, and that's perfectly fine, because at the end of the day, this is for me to express myself and to attract the people who live in that and stand in that, and who want to be themselves. Or maybe you feel it, but you just don't have the words to put it. I got them for you, and I'm gonna speak up for both of us. So that's the energy I'm attracting. And I know that because I am who I am and because I'm moving in my purpose, the people who are for me and who I am for, we're gonna find each other. We're gonna be locked in, just like this. Like, and the content is about to start giving even more content because I'm coming closer into everything. And because I've already put out them videos, I'm learning more about what I want my approach to look like, how much versatility I want to display, how much of me I'm going into, because I'm being my authentic self, but showing the duality of my interests. Just that. Me showing the duality of what my interests are. Like, I'm gonna start showing it. Like, right now I'm working on this little assignment for real. I'll take some pictures and incorporate it. But I'm gonna show, like, when I be drawing my little, if I'm in here singing or making a little song or whatever. But cause I don't want to be an artist, but I love music, so I create stuff that I like to hear or that I would want to hear or that I just feel like expressing in that moment. It don't even have to be something that I'm experiencing, but if I feel like I can make a song from this beat, I'm gonna make a song from that beat. My head. But yeah, it's just like, I'm talking about my sweet video. Sorry. But it's just like, this page is really about to be, this channel, I keep saying page because my brain be so in tune to like what I naturally refer to, and because it's something very new, it's like if I'm talking about something where I'm expressing stuff, it's on my Instagram. So because I be posting my fashion stuff, damn, my little outfits of the day, I'm gonna be, you already know I incorporate my outfit of the days in here too, so I got it right there. But even my fashion and how I want to show y'all, or maybe even evolve how I show outfit of the day, you know? Yeah, it's just like, just know it's me. Regardless, I'm me. I'm the best version of myself I've ever been. I'm way more confident and way more in tune, way more aligned, way more bounded and less tolerant. And I love that for me, because this version of me is the version of me who I always needed to be and always was trying to be. I just had to see more to understand. When you know better, you do better, and I know now. So what you think I'm doing? Clock that. But y'all, also, this is really be my first hour video. I want to start making hour-long videos, and of course, like, it's gonna be given. It's gonna be like a week in my life. That's really what it's gonna be given. But it's like, I'm gonna go a little bit more in depth when I can. Like, I know I can't record in my class, obviously, but I can show when I'm at my desk or what I'm working on, tell y'all a little bit about my project, show y'all that, show y'all what's in there. I'm gonna be getting into that more. You know, y'all might even meet some of my peers who want to show their face. No promises, because I'm not the type of person where, oh, I'm putting my camera in everybody's face, I'm trying to be seen. I'm not. I'm a real, I be recluse. But if I'm at a party and that music is music, and like if y'all ever experience me out in public or we at a function, because I done popped out at this function, and they playing the music I like, just know I'm gonna be dancing. You're gonna see me dancing. I'm gonna be cutting up too. Y'all gonna try to come dance with me. I feel like if you do, we gonna be dancing together. That's the type of nigga I am, for real. So yeah, it's just like, y'all about to see so much more. Like, when my closet and stuff is set up, I think I will give y'all like a little rundown of, oh, these are some of my favorite pieces. Like, because I do have a lot of clothes. It's like, shit, I keep getting more. But it's like, I be having, we all know how we be having our favorite go-tos. Like, you can have 50 different shirts, but it's like this shirt right here, or these 10 shirts. I got a couple outfits in mind for you. I'm not ready to wear y'all back to back, obviously, but when it's on some little casual day, now out of 50 shirts, no, I'm really, it depends, but you know when the weather changes, so it's like, you be having like your 5-10 favorite sweaters, maybe one, you know, everybody don't have OD clothes. However many of, whatever the quantity is, we all know we got our favorite pieces. And you naturally know how to incorporate that with so much because you've gotten so much comfort with it. Now, I do make sure to give myself versatility in my wardrobe because like I didn't work hard and attain all of this stuff and find this stuff that was really aligning me more in my fashion expression to not wear it. But sometimes, you know, you can forget about stuff. And so I be making sure I do because I don't go out enough. So it's like if I'm not OD out, I'm mostly in like loungewear. So if I go out 10 times, I know 10 cool items for each one of those times that I'm gonna go to that I can incorporate something out with. But I don't really do that though, y'all. I'm actually not that kind of person. I am when it's like casual stuff. Like if I'm ready to go hang out with my friends, I don't have to like. I be having that. I be putting that shit on. But it's like I don't gotta go. Oh, let me pull out this new thing. Or let me pull out something that's deep in the archives to go hotbox in the car. You know, we got our 10 favorite items for that. So, but when it comes to like when I'm going to class, when I'm going somewhere, when I'm stepping out, if I'm outside, just know I'm dripped out every time. I'm a put and it's not like I'm dripped out to be dripped out or to impress anybody, but I love to express myself through my fashion as well. My fashion is one of the ways I really daily express my creativity and express my fashion and express my particular approach to my fashion because nobody else has my same approach. For I love abstract colors. I love blending colors that you wouldn't think would match together, but when you see them paired, you like, damn, that's me. Like my classmates, my peers, my friends will tell you every time I go to class, I have on a new. I ain't gonna say like new, obviously, but like it's a new outfit because I've never worn this outfit. Now, granted, the outfit is made out of the clothes that I already have. Like I'm not about to be buying a new outfit to go to class every day. No. I have enough clothes to the point where I can switch it up and utilize certain things or pair certain things differently to the point where it's like I've never worn this in this exact way. I never did it with these colors. I never had it with this silhouette. That's what I am. And I'm a person who have really taken the time to understand exactly what it is that I like in the way I dress, the way I appear and the way I dress. Like, and by the way I say I appear, it's more so like the silhouette. So how does the silhouette look when I pair these items, or what these cargo pants look like, or these baggy denim? I love me some baggy clothes. I'm always going to be about some baggy clothes. I'm not gonna lie. That's another thing, y'all. I love me some baggy clothes. Now, sometimes, you know, because the body is tea. Oh, and even like some of my gym content. But the body is tea. So like when it's hot outside, you know, I do love to do a little a perfectly cropped shirt to the point where it's like right below my belt portion, but it shows it's a little more closer to like my actual physique, and then my baggy pants, because you know, like that little combo, seeing y'all know I be having my bag, I be having my glasses on, y'all, and the tats gotta be out, like, and I also gotta show y'all the tattoos, like a little tattoo tour. I have a whole sleeve, my right arm, I got a sleeve, my whole chest is tattooed, and then down my right side, I also have a tattoo, and I plan on getting my whole back tattooed as well, so that's gonna be a thing, and I'm gonna show y'all that, show y'all the process of that. Oh, yeah, y'all know. Just know it's ready to be such an amazing journey, because at the end of the day, as y'all are watching me go through the journey that I'm going through, it's coming more into who I am and myself and what that life looks like and how I want that life to be experienced. Y'all are going to also be doing that same growth for yourself, because like subconsciously, consciously, it's like, damn, like low-key I wasn't thinking about this until now, and now that I am thinking about it, what do I think about this? Why do I think about it this way, and what is it that I want to create for myself now that I understand this? Y'all gonna be doing that too, because now you're enlightened to it. You hearing about it, you're like, oh yeah, that's something to consider. So we're gonna be growing together, which is just gonna really show how locked in we is, and really create that sense of community that I was talking about. Like, y'all aren't fans, y'all are my community, y'all are my people. We get each other. Like, y'all the type of people who, if I'm going to a social event, I want to run into and sit down and have a conversation with, because we're like-minded. I'm not superficial. You know this. I said this. I live in this. I don't do the superficial stuff. I'm not that type of nigga. So, yeah, it's just like, yeah, y'all, just wait and see. Now, what I'm about to do is, you know, edit my little video. And like I said, I don't be doing no real heavy editing for real, but you know, I got the clips them together, do my little 1-2, and then I'm ready to drop this for y'all. It was, now granted, I was supposed to schedule it, but I was a little busy, and I've been locked in on this project. Like, when I tell y'all, it's been at least like 10, maybe 15 hours a day. But don't take it like, oh my gosh, that's so crazy. It's because I love doing this. And right now, realistically, because I decided to go about doing it in the way that I did, because what I wanted to do was fully do the entire project and design it, render it out, have all of my finishings, have all of my furniture, do all of that so that it's already done. That way, when it's time to submit it, all I have to do is submit the pictures and stuff that I already have. And actually, if the portal was already open, I'm just going to submit everything early, because doing that, the next couple classes we're having is only to come and make progress on your project. And as of right now, I'm 2 weeks ahead, because all of the stuff that she was saying that we're going to need in 2 weeks from now, I already have done. Because I love doing this. Like, I would do this. I was doing this when I was in school for it and when I had free time, because I actually love this. And this is my purpose, for real. I'm going to do so much giving back, and so much is just going to come from me expressing my passion in this. So, yeah. But, yeah, because I've been spending like 15 hours a day. Voluntarily, I did not have to. I'm good on this. And then my other work, like, I'm good on it. It's gonna be drawing. I have like maybe 4 assignments, but all of them are already like 75% of the way done, minus my still life. If you've taken an art class before, you know what a still life is. But I gotta draw that, but I'm going to love drawing that, because I've been waiting for a class where that is my assignment, you know? So I'm about to do that. So I'm gonna be drawing, like, I'm literally living in my creativity. And that is for my color theory class. It was real sweet. I love that professor. But so these next assignments that I'm doing, well, this is the last one for my major class. But the other assignments for some of my other classes that are major related, well, there's only one other class. It's also creativity. So it's just like, but yeah. That was a vicious burp, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, that kind of winded me. But yeah, I'm ready to edit this video. And I'm gonna still schedule it now, because granted, it's gonna post later in the day, obviously, because I'm gonna be posting this right now. It's like 2:03 a.m. And I'm about to start working on this again, because I want to, but I'm having fun. But yeah, I'm ready to edit this out, post this for y'all. And see ya.